Hello everybody and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV stream. Yes, as you can see, technically we're not in Heavensward yet. We are in the quests that bridge the gap between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, but still I'm just so fucking excited that I wanted to play the intro movie for it. And get you guys excited too. I don't know how long I'm going to actually go today. I wasn't actually planning on streaming today, hence no camera. My hair looks like I shredded a wet mop and stuck out of my head, so we're gonna save the camera for, well, tonight technically, when I do my homebrew helper stream. Oh, just one second. I'll be right back to ya. Okay. Shall we? If my phone will allow me to pull up my... There we go. Okay. Ah, yes, thank you. Applause for the hero. I love how one of them just keeps going. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the aether, a pattern observed only once before in history. 5 years ago, to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Bahamut. A great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please, continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm of this very star. Oh, sweet, I can now fly while mounted. Ashkana exports. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tartaru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Ever since we defeated Gaius von Belsair and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we're now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it up how you will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other mention of his ilk. Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldezian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They like to have their own opinions on this matter. Yep. A reoccurring primal problem. The ultimate weapon's destruction, to its seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their guards once more. And as we speak, the Emolja, the Exal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites. Stronger? Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. The leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Asher. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow Scions, but instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you it shan't happen again. Those are side quests for the extreme versions of the primals, the ones that are actually difficult. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there's a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated. if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Aja. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead us is far from clear. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Dimensians sent word of the summoning of Titan? Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Marilib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Lamencians to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. True. No one can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for guilt, we might as well declare our fealty to Uldar now, and have done with it. Quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth over on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortune so finite. Just snagging these side quests. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my findings known to the antecedent. You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Menphilia, the signs of the seventh dawn must leave Uldar. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldan territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied unless we cooperate. Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alpha No. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Oops. Upgrade gear. Now we start the quest. Alright. Alfina, where are you? She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates, all because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Menphilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flahamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Menphilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flahamin's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flahamin is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Menphilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lenosia at once. Okay. It's time for SideQuest City! We're gonna be bouncing around a lot of places. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Makote muse, why have you forsaken me? Wine port. I hope everyone's having a good morning, by the way. I see you all lurking. Oh no! Slev, that's no fun. But welcome to the stream anyway. I hope that your workday goes by swiftly and easily. Hell yeah. How is Far Cry 6? I forgot that that came out. Aww. Slev, you're too sweet. I am glad. I will endeavor to be entertaining. Though I've just spent all night running D&D, so... my energy might be lacking. Fighting's a little different, but feels good. Like the story. Oh, good. I wasn't much of a fan of Far Cry 5, to be honest. But it's good to hear that 6 is good, then. No context D&D is fun. Yeah. Always amusing to catch bits and pieces from the background. Assyria? You're the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest from the Nocia side, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I travel all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have all that we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport? Characters are very interesting, really enjoy. They brought Caribbean culture people into the game. Well, that sparks my interest. I might have to try it when I actually have the money to buy it. Which is, unfortunately, not likely to be soon. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Same. Well, time to reintroduce Minfilia to her dead mother. He's been playing for 3 days straight. He has some issues. I mean, I feel that. Like, I get on my ADHD game hyperfocus shit, and I just can't stop. Antecedent, you have a guest. Amen. Game is hella Cuba. 10,000% Cuba. Alright, well, definitely have to check it out. Cat ears! Just like me. Thank you, baby. Pet me, I'm a kitty. Good question. What did keep her away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I can think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. Yes. Pet me. Pets and snugs, that's the way to please the kitten. Celestia perfume. You're welcome. Reuniting dead families. This is the cat's eye I found. All those years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Uldar. The accident which claims his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lahaman who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. Like a good necromancer just trying to raise a family. Ha! You would, Slev. Nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You've succeeded where I failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Uldar. You built it once, Acelia. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly? Whew. That it has. Alright. Have a good night, Slav. We love you. He left you? He'll be back. You know he can't stay away. Oh, look at that. My item level's 69, baby. Fuck yeah. 2 more followers and my follower account will be 69. And then it'll really be a party. Seems certain the guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new Yes, okay. If I need concern myself with anything, it's surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revelant's Toll. should be honored to welcome your organization. You are the one known as Azure, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to meet your acquaintance. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. Oh, hello there. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Zenero. I'm now at 68 followers. Somebody get me one more. Quick. Huh. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. Easy enough. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona. The Rising Stones. Hooray! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny I had come to look forward to Tartaru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raubon included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that's wise? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Prepare for the challenges that lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Almost definitely. Yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and, again, united as one. With the power of friendship! And magic. And a big-ass sword. I said be rich in minerals. Swords are very important. As a paladin, one might say swords are the most important. Revenant's Toll, here we come. Eventually. More donor will load. Ah, yes, here we are. God, there's a lot of side quests. What an outlandish man! Who just so happens to look very suspiciously like what's-his-face from the Empire. Ah. The raid. Amazing, and more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward, not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk, a single misstep could cost you your life. But what is this little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this adventure. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at St. Coinarch's Fine. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. They joke that they'll give me the tasks of 10 men, and then they do it anyway. Oh, item level 70. I was like, level 70? Why are they handing out a level 70 weapon? Essentially built to house a branch of the guild. Comes complete with a tavern. Grim tidings from Gridania. It would appear our aid is required at once. Pray, return to the waking sands! Well, that's predictable. Oh. What is this one about? Oh, New Game Plus, that's right. Allows you to relive the adventures of your past by replaying previous quests with your current character data. Yes. And I don't need to do that. Time to speak to the antecedent. Spoiler alert. I'm actually going to fight Ramu. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Azure. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. As Uriunde says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. They'd hope the Moggles guard beyond such follies. Oh shit! It's good King Mugamog! How could I forget? Good King Mugamog. A bad bladder. Yes, please, explain. Also, give me my buffalo! Haha. Now that's a cool looking sword. Very fitting. Moogle Kuplo Kopp visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seed Seer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylves, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kopp himself. He waits you with the Elder Seed Seer at the Lotus Stand. And what's this one? I'll get back to that. Wow, that rain sure did clear quickly. You have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kopp. Can you not see he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Most grateful am I that you have come, Azure, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mugulmog XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and a literal endless supply of wine. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. So good King Mugulmog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave. The realm of man would suffice, he said, and so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Mugulmog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subject climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land. All of us except for good King Mugulmog XII, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mughalkind might at last know peace. I bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mugulmog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last second by heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I assure you the Mughals Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders. But ever since the return of good King Mugulmog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they have started to get a little carried away. Verging on a lot, in fact. We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. I forgot that this was part of the main story. I thought that this was a side quest. Away we go. Biddy. Oh, Amphodor. Okay. It's a great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, but none were in our possession at the time. With the grace of the elementals, however, we've been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kop confided to me that he has been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moogles Guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's sanctum. Alas, I've been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer for fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence. Wet Shore Pier. Should have tuned to this aetheryte while I'm over here. Ah! I'm already attuned to it. I thought I wasn't. Thought when I opened the menu it wasn't on the menu. Those are some big Moogles. Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mooglemog the 12th. May he reign forevermore. Escort Kuplo Kop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Sweet Moon Pair. Okay. Escort mission! Luckily, I'm a tank, so I can just steal the enemy. Come along, little Kupo. That's right, attack me. Come along, Kupo. Ah! Got him. Alright. Free to fight. Good King Mugamog. The 12th. Don't know what happened to the other 11. It's important to be sure that you remember it's good King Mugamog the 12th, long may he reign. Thorn March Hard versus Thorn March Extreme, which is the next version, but we don't have to do that one. Thank God. No, I'm just gonna wait for a million years for this queue to pop because nobody wants to do the fucking Thorn March. It is obnoxious. Well, at least I have one DPS queued up for it. Thank the good King Mugamog. Yes. No, why should I be thanking him? He's the one that got us into this mess. That hacker. Long may he reign. Good King Mugamog. May his wisdom never falter. Food! Oh, look at that, I have 2 DPS queued. How nice. This is going to take a while. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna run back to Mordona and get the raid unlocked so we can eventually do the Crystal Tower. Ah, we're here during the purple. I can fly! I can fly! At last, I get to show off my flying whale. Flying whales and crystal fields. Oh, it only gets better from here, baby. Just you wait. If you think this is pretty. We barely scratched the surface. Why, if it isn't Dasher Vashar himself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity you spake of must surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Ha! Whatever that word is. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer would very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Thal's halls, everyone. Sid! Don't tell me the Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insurmountable foe, yes? No? I mean, yes, I'm just doing this in my off time. Master Galland, our intrepid hero, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. Glad to have you aboard, Asher. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The Sons of Saint Koinak are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allagan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Tasty. Also, hi, Slev. Thanks for pinning my slutty sticker. Hehehehe. But I know that, look, in the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much to the subject of Allagan archaeology, I invite you to recall our encounter with the Ultima weapon. How's work going, Slev? The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tolskeva simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allagan relic. You're practically an archaeologist. Just off. We're glad to have you back with us, then. Slev, find me another follower so I can have 69 followers. I need it for gay reasons. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allagan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon, and the lesser moon Dalamud before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and, above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. Thank you. You're awesome. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of these weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. Ah! I'm gonna have to go through this cutscene again. Oh well. Better that than, wait another 15 minutes for the queue to pop. That looks deadly. Okay, we'll come back to that. Time for... Good King Mugama, good King Ma. Best song incoming. True, though. The music for this is... I fucking love it. It's hilarious. Who's got to arms? Aren't they? It's a shame that they've summoned a fake god. Here we go. Now for the hard part. Hail to the king. Version 2. Here's an official. Ooh. Whoops. Ow. Who keeps attacking the king? See, the issue with this battle that people forget is that if you attack the king, he just blasts you until you've dealt with all of the subjects first. So, where's my cursor? Okay. This one's a hard one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first real, like, battle where you gotta focus on a whole fuck ton of unique mechanics. Last one. Poopsie Pico the Shaggy Song! Palm burner first. Furry foot. Okay. Ow. We got it this time. One healer down. It's okay, we got this. See, we got it this time. Woo. Good King Moogamog, good King Mog. I kicked his ass. Thank you for your belief in me. It has sustained me. Good King Moogamog 12, may his mighty soul rest in pieces no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. Whew. That was tough, guys. Yep. What's this one for? Oh, right, so the dungeon. Just unlocking this dungeon. Why must you, Doddleson, leave the tedious explanations to me? I'm simply attuned to something greater, which brings us to that darkness stirring in Ampador behind the barrier. Something has kindled there, and daily it grows. Now it is straight the elemental's hour. I've not seen the likes of it. They show me what feels like awakening and nightmares. Yes, I will just delve into your blighted ancient kingdom and deal with that for you. Eventually. Good King Mughulman the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen! All Mughal kind owes you a debt! Ah, and I sense Rayo wishes to congratulate you as well. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Mughals shall not be forgotten, Azure. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand. First, though, since I'm here, I'll just do the last thing to unlock the dungeon. Back to the matters at hand. Many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. And it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascians! This whole business reeks of their handiwork. They said it was a masked man who taught them how. Years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. As long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. This hoe business. Ha! Everything I do is hoe business, because it involves me. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. Well, Eda and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement. Mayhap you would return to the Waking Sands. I'm a proud hoe, ain't afraid to admit it. Excuse me one moment, y'all, while I fetch a water. I am back with hydration. Thirsty bitch, that's me. I don't know what a thirsty bath though is. I'm a bath now. It's like a Basque, but with a lisp. Nommed and feeling better. Food always makes me feel better. Unfortunately, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Azure. Lox on a bagel? Sounds tasty. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me till the end, Azure. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I think I only had, like, salmon on a bagel once. To be honest. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Oh shit. I just remembered a plot point, and I don't know if it happens here. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alizé shall continue to work closely with them as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Especially from the place in Miami. Bagel platter is amazing. I want a bagel platter! Can they make them in my house? Speaking of Orion, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I've forgotten something. Something important. I don't think this is where the big-ass plot point occurs, but it might be. Thou art ever welcome, Azure, but I require no assistance. Pray, take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Well, bitch, come make me bagels, then. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the aeons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis though his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. What? It's only like a couple days drive, whatever. So what if you gotta stay up all night? Be not offended, Azure. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... And then a scream. Whence came that cry? The solar! 12 offend the antecedent! Azure, you must... See, there's a good plan. Stay with the possum first. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix La Velour was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Ascian. Ascian here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebearers. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. You speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought and he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? Oh, I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave. But I'm sure we'll get used to Revenant's toll. No one else can see him. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Brea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Brea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. Pause, mouse. Could use a snack after a long drive. Ha 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 ha. He do be looking like a snack, though. 18 hours, that's not so bad. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. What? Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? Well, at least you're alive, Minfilia. Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. Rionje, send words to the students of Baldesium. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. We all know what snack you want, Slav. If there's any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? He's not gonna make you into jerky, he's just gonna do some jerky. With you. Haha. I know not and cannot. Find a measure, turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Bag with lox, slice of juicy tomato, red onion, capers, and some schmear. That sounds tasty. Stop interrupting the stream, Possum. Ho, you interrupt the stream all the time with my ass on the screen, but that's forgivable. Almost as tasty as me. Tasty! I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. I mean, that's fair. My ass is the finest ass in the realm. Clearly. Look, there it is. Tasty. Oh, it's gone now. Tasty. So much tasty. It's beautiful. My back feels, so I might pass out in a few. Yeah, no worries. If you pass out, then I hope you have a pleasant evening's rest. You are being judged. Blah, 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 blah. Yeet! Alright, now where's this white robe bitch? I gotta smack him. Smack him and snack him. Giggling Gigantode. Oh, this asshole's healing himself. How dare he try to stay alive? Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience of the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. How dare he live? Does he know how hard I'm trying to kill him? Right? I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain. But surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Well, I do believe him. Definitely gonna meet him again. Sleep well, Slav. Thanks for sticking around. He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? The words of this Elidibus pretend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we've completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the greatest single threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Alright. One journal for Oriange. To attend dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Once you've given the journal to Oriange, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Revenant's Toe. And here we go. New headquarters, bitch. Oh, Azure, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stone is officially yours. So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Literally just Nero Tolskeva in a mask. Seen the structure I speak of? No, it'd be hard to miss. Yep. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have a mind to join you. You can have it. Oh, side quests galore. Look at all of them. Ooh, pretty new headquarters. Well, it certainly is spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! Moment of your time, Asher. I would speak of Elidipus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards have begun circumvention. Had they come under attack, they most certainly would have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such a time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidipus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Essene, perhaps? Or Ochre, or Puce? What of our allies when we fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Asher. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Your intercession was not foretold. You object. We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the Seventh Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will. so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Aha! More plot. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from a Marginine Sons mineral concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that the pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. The Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believes that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been able to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. No, I'm too tired to do voices, so y'all just gonna have to read for yourself tonight. Also, when did I take up a southern accent today? Back to Vespa Bay. Oh, whoops. Incorrect. Incorrect. I was supposed to go to Horizon. Oh well. Stola, give me the news. Foofaloopa. I remember that small man. Short while ago, the driver failed in carriage. I happened upon a runaway carriage. Somnus.
now then.
Ah, voice lines.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll.
Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Of course, thank you.
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
I fucking love Oriange.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Well, a fascinating stranger from a faraway land. And I get to be that miner. Clever, clever. Or Stola gets to be that miner. Oh, right. I can fly now! Oh, thank God. It's so much faster this way. sea wolves. And that means blue tattoos. Leviathan. Dismount. Ah, traitor identified. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Of course, that's all I ever say. But to be fair, I am disappointed to be leaving you, Thancred. You and your handsome face. The Mother of Exiles. Yet does it bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It is he who requested your assistance. Time to meet our guests. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a brand of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? Unauthored? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear the tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. I'm glad that they make inside jokes about the fact that I never fucking speak. In the whole game, I've made like 3 responses to people that aren't nods. Oh. I couldn't possibly forget to pray to Nosarge. Oh, give blessings unto me, dancing man. Thank you, Pope Nosage. The Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. We'll have to do that quest eventually. Corpse Groom. Pugilist. Ah. Well, look at that. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. Posture check. Damn it. Now I have to sit straight. I'm too gay for that. I'll do a stretch too for free. Loyal man with a cold heart. Plenty of those to go around. And to the quicksand. I almost went to Vesper Bay out of habit. Gods, but they have me running circles. Quite literally. Oh, please tell me these lines are voiced.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms.
This is setting up plot for expansion number 2.
Only to be crushed. and so I gathered what few domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
Yikes.
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Well, my hands are quite capable, if I say so myself. Hey! Oh, somebody with a heart and soul. Thank the gods for Momodi. Sorry, just trying to unlock all of their whatever it is. Dungeons, those. A small favor you fairly won with your words. Well spoken. To the Royal Promenade. I am probably going to be heading to bed soon. Because I'm failing to have the energy to keep this up.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you
I'll
as
give it
a
another
pauper in
15,
direst
30
need of
minutes.
aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
They changed her voice to something much more appropriate for a queen. Instead of speaking up here all the time.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
Only because you're holding on to it all, bastard.
And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Uldar. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been
Yeah,
taxed,
right?
I do not deny.
Lolorito is
But
a
we are
fucking
hardly
bastard.
in danger of financial collapse.
I'm pretty sure I get to punt him eventually.
I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look
Capitalist
to
pig.
Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Bastards.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Youch! To the Hall of Flames. Right, as you wish. Bro, Lolorito is such a bastard. Garbanzo beans. Nor are Limsaliments and Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Is not bound by the concerns of the greater nations, such as Revenant's Toll. The comforts of more well-established settlements, however, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. They are in need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. The perfect solution. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you, and before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance? Good man, Rabon. I do like Rabon. Thiaku! Hello! I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream in about 20 minutes. But, starting to play through some of the good quests. And the good voice acting, for that matter. Well, Telagi, perhaps not such a bad man after all. Paying their way for them. Well, of course, all I ever do is escort people in fight shed. I got a brand new ring. Well, that just skipped me a few item levels. Vesper Bay. Good thing I have a few more of these. Pray return to the waking sands. So I'm a babysitter. Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... Stallions. Scions. That's right, I'm a stallion now. Stallion of the 7th Fawn. Now, where's that last one? Inside, perhaps? No. The bastard, where'd you hide? Damn it. Ah, there you are. Dangerous beasts, you say? Sounds like a job for somebody else. I really don't want to do it. Wandering Eye. Beware the wandering eyes. How does one repay such a debt indeed? To us, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Ha! Karun, I want to know why you became an adventurer. I get to say things for once. When I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Sure you can, kid. Give you my trademark nod. You can make it a competition. Of course I'll be joining you. There you go, trademark nod again. Who needs words? Well, I thought this was the other gate. Alright, y'all. I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here in a sec. Just gonna complete this quest. And then it's off to bed, because I got stuff to do tonight. Streams to do. Fabulous. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching tonight. This short little impromptu stream. I hope to see you all again tonight, because I will be doing my stream, my Homebrew Helper D&D 5e stream. You'll get to see my pretty face talking on camera as I design Homebrew D&D 5e items from your suggestions. Bring your suggestions, pictures, names, anything, and I'll make shit out of it for free. I'll be putting out one of the compendiums of items from previous stream today, before the stream itself. But just remember, the stream is 7 p.m. Central Time. That's 7 p.m. CDT. Can't wait to see you guys there. Can't wait to see what we come up with. Of course, if you enjoyed the stream, donation link is on my About page if you want to leave a tip, as are links to my Patreon and Twitter and YouTube. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in. You'll have a fantastic morning.